Hi,
Hello, 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 and welcome to
not,
G's at the Table.
I'm
And
Ronnie,
I'm Morgan.
and we're G's at the table.
Wala,
We're
hindi na
G's
tayo
at the table.
marunong, wala. Hindi na tayo synchronize. Okay,
Yes.
anyway, it's been a while since we last streamed, but
Yeah, it's our actually our first stream for the year.
yeah. Mhm.
So what happened?
What happened? Bakit?
Life happened.
Yeah, business of life. Um, I had I was employed in a new job last January, and it was a different schedule. And then ayun, tapos my dad was here the first couple of months din. Ano pa ba? Ano
You were
nangyari?
supposed to stream
Noong
ng
February.
February and had
Yeah.
already a topic, and but we kept on pushing back. And it was supposed to be related to the loved ones,
Yeah.
but we kept on pushing back hanggang naging March na, so naging hindi na relevant yung topic for that. So,
Yeah, yeah. Kaya nagpa-special guest na lang ako kay Kiyo when he hosted open game night about couples, board games for different kinds of couples. Oh, let's say hello. Good evening, Danilyn from
hi
Hi
Dan.
Monkey Plays. All right. So, yeah. So, basically, naging busy lang with
Yes.
life and
Then
which is
March, ano
March na nangyari.
nangyari?
Graduation.
Di na March ang graduation.
Graduation.
So March happened.
Yeah,
Then
March, April,
April,
bacon.
yes, bacon.
Yeah, we were March planning for bacon as if naman kasama ko nagpa-plan ng bacon. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, yun lang. Ano ba? It's pag huminto ka, it's kind of hard to go back.
Yeah,
Kaya
to
dapat.
have that momentum again.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
we're just trying to um get get back on our feet again.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, what's our topic for tonight?
That's our topic for tonight. So I think April we had bacon, right?
Yeah.
And I noticed that we have played lots of games this month. Perhaps also after effect of bacon, we were able to have a new board game group here.
Yep.
So we were able to play more games, and you got lots of games, new games.
We got lots of new
Okay.
games. Okay. Okay. And yeah, it's siguro one thing din is yung when the restrictions were somehow lifted,
Yeah. You were able to
we were able to
host
host, we were able to go to
more.
places, we were able to
Yes.
gather with friends, people playing board games, and that's it. So
Yep.
yeah, I think without further ado, siguro we will be just jumping right off to our topic. And yeah, we've been thinking what's a good topic for a month, and I've been browsing different videos from content creators that we follow, and yeah, I was actually um, inspired by a board game content creator called the Perfect Board Game. He's a dad who is sharing his experiences in board game, and every month he releases games that he played. And yeah, and he discussed about it. So sabi ko sa kay we discussed na okay, why not we do that? So yun na lang siguro
Yes.
gawin natin for now since
Default topic.
default topic kung walang
Yes.
maisip, then yeah, we kind of discuss the games that we played. And for the month of May, so we'll start at May.
Yep.
Okay, and yeah, that's it. But before that, may poging dumaan. Hey Fred.
Hey
Okay,
Fred.
so
Thanks for dropping by.
thanks for being here. Yeah, Fred is one of our handsome friends. Laro
In the
tayo ulit.
community.
Yeah, in the community,
Yes.
huwag kang mawawala, Fred. Kunti na lang tayo. No,
Na.
tayo, sabay tayo. Eh. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, we have a list of games here that we want to talk about. We want to discuss. A little bit of disclaimer. Um, I would say most of this are like our first impressions, initial thoughts. This is not a review, but we will be discussing things that uh, we might include in the discussion, things that what we feel about the game and how we like it or how we don't like it and something like that. So yeah, um, siguro just for you to see how we pick our taste in board games. But again, it doesn't mean na may hindi kami gustong game. It's a bad game. And yeah,
It just doesn't fit our taste
our
now.
taste. And again, games are just games. So whatever you enjoy, yun yung laruin
You
nyo.
do you.
You do you, yeah. Whatever, yeah. To each of its
So
own.
some of this maybe first impression and first impression lang.
Yeah, first impression lang. Yeah, very
Because wala
important
na
sa
sila.
very
Hindi
important
na
sa
sila magkakaroon ng second impression pa.
yeah, very important din sa amin yung first impression because of our lifestyle. Somehow, we are not like other gamers who has the luxury of time to play games even during the weekdays, like after work. Tapos laro tayo. So,
Ikaw.
yeah,
Nagawa mo yun.
online. But
But
yeah, but with you, parang it's mahirap because, well, we have different schedules then. Like, I usually I log out at 4 p.m. siya around 7 p.m. pa. So,
depende.
depende. So yeah, again, let's just we will be discussing. I think these are 11 games and maybe more. Some games that we played na hindi kami magkasama. Siguro pasadahan lang natin at the end. And probably what's our plan on the after this.
Okay.
So these are games. We arrange the games based on how the least to the most to the game that we like the most.
Yes.
All
So
right.
it's ranked na siya.
Yeah, from least to from the lowest to highest. So the first game will be the least game that we like for that we like.
Okay.
Okay. So first,
So,
okay. Kanina pa ako without further ado, dami ko sinasabi. All right. So first game namin, we
can you say
play.
hi to Jake muna?
Uy, hi G's. Oy, Jake. Hello, Jake.
Oh, busted agad. Siyempre, wala
Busted
nang
agad.
second chance.
Yeah. Pero, paano ba? Ang hirap kasi
So many games.
so many games so
I
little
wonder
time. Parang, sana nga ito yung ano natin, career natin. So, yeah, pagbaga ang mga ganun siguro, we could like play more. So, yeah, this is not an official review. We're not reviewers, by the way. We just want to share our experiences. And malay nyo, yung pangit negative impression sa amin is something positive to you, which often happens to us, like, right? So, yeah. Anyway, at I wonder why. Okay. So, our first game, I'm going to share a screen. One of the games we played this month is
Dun, 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 dun.
Teka lang, ang hirap mag-navigate.
Okay.
All right. One of the games we played this month is Crystal Palace.
So, Crystal Palace. It's a game by Karsten Lauber and it's published by Capson Games. It's designed for 2 to 5 players and it plays 90 to 150 minutes. So, more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oo nga,
Ano ba
tagal
yung-
pala nun.
Yeah, it's a big box game. It's a big boy. It's a big box.
So, in Crystal Palace, you show off your wild inventions at the first World's Fair in London in 1851. So, Crystal Palace is like an exhibition place. So, doon mo ipapakita yung mga different inventions.
Yeah,
So,
it's the 1851 World Fair, where like Ronnie said, inventions are exhibit. That's a game all about, and I think the predominant way of gaining points it's making inventions, bringing it to Crystal Palace, and also hiring some inventors on your to be working with you.
getting inventions and having it prototype.
Yeah, getting those patents and having those prototype. The main mechanic is it's a dice placement game. So what you see here in the screen, you'll see some of those dice. Those are basically workers. Like if you like worker placement, yes, here workers are dice. The fun thing here is, or what blows my mind is dice are never rolled. They are not never rolled. And then, ano pa ba?
Ikaw yung mili kung anong dice mo.
Yeah, ikaw yung mamimili. What are the values? So you'll be having this if itong
Parang
nasa na
cover.
ito, itong cover na to. If you
Yes,
see my mouse pointer. Yeah. Oops, sorry for that.
Ayan, nag-load the
Okay,
image na.
nag-load image. Ang galing. Ang galing.
Ayan, very good.
Anyway, yeah, so yeah,
Anyway,
itong
so
cover
yan.
na to. So you'll be covering your dice on phase 1 and then setting their values. The challenge is the total value of the dice that you use. You start with 4. You have to pay them using your money.
Yep.
So this is a game where the highest values are better. However, if you set high values, you'll be running low on money, and money is tight in the game.
Super tight.
Super tight ng money. And
But you have an option to loan. But the thing is, even if you have already paid up the loan, you'll still have like negative 5
5 points.
points at the
Yeah.
end of the game. So it's a bit downer then.
Yeah, loans that are not paid range from -8 to -10, and then when you paid them, you get -5. So parang ano mo scar mo na yun
Mm.
dahil umutang ka. Something like that.
Yep.
So yeah, if you'll see in the screen that the board is modular. So wala talaga siyang central board. What you see here on top is like the scoring board somehow, and yung buzz track, yung how gaano ka katunog on on London, in London, something like that.
Yes.
And yeah, itong mga mini boards na to, these are basically dice location that does actions. Most of them are like getting these tiles, which I forgot what's their name, but it adds things to your income. It boosts your income. It gives you resources. And again, the core here is to get inventions done, to get patents, turn them into prototypes, and to hire inventors. So yun yung pinaka meat ng game, how you gain points.
Let's say hi muna
Hey,
to our viewers.
hey, hi. Hi sa mga, hi, Kiyo,
Hi.
what's up?
Ayan.
And Luvin, hello.
Hello.
It's been a while. Sorry ngayon lang. Pero yeah, hello guys.
So
Thank you
we're here.
for.
Okay. So
What do you like about the game?
wala.
Wala.
Wala. I
Wala.
don't like it. I don't.
Sige. Before we go to that topic, what I like about the game again is
Wala akong contribute. Wala akong ambag doon.
okay.
Anyway.
What I like about the game is yung how the decision making on what value of dice that you need to set, because somehow may iisip ka should I set it low, doon kaya siya pupunta, or should I set it high. I think in two players wala masyadong interaction on that. I can imagine how this feels when you're playing it with 4 or 5 players na talagang mag mind games na okay, I want to go there pero feeling ko parang gusto rin niya rin pumunta. So those worker placement spots are like bidding. If you're the highest on that spot, you go first. If you're lowest, you go last. If you're highest, you can go into a spot where it has a bonus, something like viticulture. If yon, so ganun siya.
Viticulture or Tricerion.
Yeah,
Or
something.
ano yung game na merong parang sa Silk Road? Di ba meron yung ganun?
Silk Road.
Yung parang your merchants.
Merv?
Not Merv.
Silk Road. Okay. Dice placement din to.
Dice placement.
Marco Polo?
I guess.
Yeah, Marco Polo. So ganon. So yeah. Those are the things that I like about the game. The main mechanic itself actually drives me to make na naging na intriga ako of getting this game. And I also like yung concept ng modular yung boards, kasi we have a limited board space, and yeah, correct, thanks Fred, we have a limited board space, and at least you can shape the entire thing on whatever shape you want, pero nagmamatter kasi yung pagkasunod-sunod ng locations. So yeah, okay. And ayun, those are the things I like about the game.
Okay.
What are the things you don't like?
I find it parang sobrang punishing.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
first is when you hire inventors,
Mhm.
or hire inventors, when your influence ba yun? Parang you have to pay them, 'di ba?
You have to pay their based on your influence in a board where there are colors in it. I forgot the name of it, Westminster, something like that. You have to
Yes.
pay them
You have to
every
pay them. So
round.
parang
So that,
similar dun sa napapakain ka ng workers, 'di ba?
yeah, by the way, she's not a fan of feeding the workers type.
Yes.
So
I'm not a fan
siguro
of it.
very 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 little lang.
Yeah. But the thing is with this, parang hindi. Okay lang sa akin naman you pay them. Parang sa Vinyos, di ba? You pay your workers,
Yeah.
your specialist, ganyan.
Mhm.
Tapos, ang kinasasama pa yun ko.
Yeah.
Yung income mo, it goes down by 3
Every round.
every round.
Yeah.
So, nagpakain ka na nga, naubusan ka pa ng income. So, ang hirap niyang habulin for the
Yeah.
next. Unless you have the card, like the card that I have. If your income is
Is one or
less,
you get 6
you
money.
get 6 money.
Yep.
But what are the odds na makuha mo yung ganun? So, yan.
Yeah. Hey Benjo, thank you for dropping by. Yeah, tama ka, upkeep cost. Yeah, this game has a lot of upkeep going on that you have to keep in mind. Other than yung actions na gusto mong gawin, you make sure na okay, at the end of the round, ito yung mangyayari, I have to fulfill that. I think that's also a good thing on other gamers who like puzzly, yung thinky na game, na strategic, tactical. And yeah. And Kai, hello. I think gusto ni Kai to eh. Yeah, I've been hearing this from Kai. Hey, hello Kai, it's been a while. So
and siguro it also reminds me the inventor and the invention pairing. It reminds me of Mama and Papa of Everdale.
Everdale. Yeah,
Everdale. So yun.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
But what are the chances that you'll get those? Parang yung during our play, we did not have that pairing, right? So,
siguro once, I had, nakakuha ko ng isa. Nakakuha ko ng isa. Yeah, I think that's also gives you yung tightness ng game.
Anong name ng game?
This is Crystal Palace, Kai.
Palace.
Okay, sorry for that, but yeah, I think we should put a banner or whatsoever. Yeah, this game is called Crystal Palace. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Pansit. So that's our first game, and yeah, this I think unfortunately the game is okay with me. Like ako, if someone asked me to play this, or let's say for example si Kai nagyaya, sige ng Crystal Palace, I would be playing this. Naging kami, hindi namin na-experience yung matadtad ng loan because sobrang takot kami. We play safe. We didn't unlock additional dice. So, I'm not sure if we played it right or wrong. Pero, yun lang. In the middle of the game, it turns her off to, na yung parang pinaghirapan mong paakitin, tapos papababain ka at the end of the round, something like that.
Siguro pwede pa kung hindi nagpo-minus at the end of the round, pwede pa ako. Parang tolerable pa for me, pero yung nama-minus, ang sakit.
So yeah, the utang game, yeah. One thing, yeah, speaking of utang game, this game will you are forced to get loans. If you need to spend something that you don't na hindi mo afford, you are forced to get that loan.
Pero parang like London, 'di ba? You can loan, pero masakit yung negative 5 eh.
Masakit.
Masakit yung negative 5.
At least sa London, yung pinakamaraming loan lang yung may minus. Dito talagang every may negative 5 ka. Okay. So yeah, that's Crystal Palace. Yeah. Embrace the utang and you shall prosper. Yeah, we haven't played this way then Kai. So yan, sabi ko nga sobrang
kami, we're not business people. So
yeah,
I guess
hindi namin siya hindi ko pa na discover yung magandang strategy. We just played this once, and unfortunately, yeah, medyo important sa amin yung first impression because of the limited time that we have. We don't really play that much then. And yeah, that's it.
Okay,
I
let's
think
proceed to our next game.
okay. Our next game.
Our
Okay.
next game is dun, dun, dun,
Ten, ten,
dun,
ten, ten. This game is called Trismegistus.
Trismegistus.
Trismegistus is
So, Trismegistus is designed by Perlo, Federico
sorry,
Perlorenzi and
okay,
Daniel Taccini,
okay.
and it's published by Board
And
and
dice.
Dice. It's designed to be played for 1 to 4 players, and the game runs for 90 to 120 minutes. So 1.5 minutes to 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. This is Trismegistus. We're not prepared on this. Yeah, ngayon ko
Obviously.
nilalabay yung banner. So anyway, yeah, okay. So okay, ang core mechanic ng Trismegistus is a dice drafting game. So you'll see here in the board, merong 6 bowls dyan ng dice, then and it has 3 colors. And then on your turn, you'll be picking a die from this board. And when you pick a die, kung ilan yung die on that board where it came from, that's the potency of your die.
Hindi, I wasn't able to read what it's all about.
Oh, okay, sure. Sorry for that.
Okay.
What the game is all about?
So, Trismegistus, he discovered the formula to the Philosopher's Stone. So, it's something related to alchemy and the ever popular or goal is the Philosopher's Stone as you become the greatest alchemist.
Yeah. Ito yung hinahanap nila Harry Potter, di ba? At saka nila Edward Elric.
Nahanap ni Harry Potter yun.
Nahanap ba nila? Okay, anyway. So yeah, this is
Nalagay niya sa kanya yun.
Okay, so this is
Sa pocket niya.
Yeah, so yeah, this game is very somehow yung resources niya, yung hierarchy, it's very thematic. Like from lead to gold, which is the most from the least
Most
iron type or valuable type of iron metal, then to gold. So i-convert mo yon until the goal of the game basically is paramihan lang kayo ng experiments. These are the experiments, yung cards. So somehow parang you are just fulfilling contracts. The cards has their cost, and then ginagawa niyan is it gives you points. That's majority of the game, that's where you're going to get points kasi based on those experiments. And then the trick thing here is how you get these resources. Here's your main board, your player board, and then ayan, makikita ka mo dyan. There are different types of resources from lead, copper, I forgot this, tin, what's the ano yun?
Color green.
Yung green, yung at the same time. Okay, yun. So, nakita nyo, hirap na hirap akong alamin kung ano yan because the game has a lot of symbols in it. So, if you wanted to play thematically, like knowing what those symbols are, wag nyo nang planuhin. Sasakit na ang ulo nyo. Okay, but the game is nice. Like, it involves converting what do you call this? Yung raw material into a refined material. So yung circles here, these are the raw, and the squares are the refined ones. And different cards has their different kinds of cost. Okay. If titignan mo, the game only lasts for 3 rounds. Pero okay, 3 rounds lang, no? Parang kala mo bilis lang ng game, pero yeah,
it's very thinky kasi.
It's very
in one
thinky.
round you can do so much depending on the dice.
Yeah, it has like an action point selection din. So based on your dice potency, some actions cost 1 point. There's an action that costs 3 points where you will be getting these, what do you call these tiles that you put here. Anyway, nakalimutan ko na. So we just played this month. Sobrang daming terms, sobrang daming icons, and stuff like that.
Okay. So what do you like about it?
What I like about it actually is yung main mechanic niya. Gusto ko yung action point selection. I want to like that game, pero I really haven't. Well, one action point selection na nagustuhan ko is Sticker yun.
Yeah.
Precare yun. Okay, so yeah, somehow ito. And then, kung iisipin mo, sobrang simple lang ng game, pero how to fulfill those contracts is kinda
Tight. I thinky.
thinky, and hindi lang thinky eh. Ang dami ring rules how to go, how to get those. And ayun, um yeah, I think if you're going to play this game, make sure you're in the good mood.
You're in a good mood. You're well
You're well
rested.
rested.
You already ate.
This is an AP prone game. As in, complexity wise, I don't think simple lang siya. Yung mga actions mo, there are just small actions, pero ang dami kasi nung choices eh.
Mhm.
Like, there are actions that are dependent on the color of the die, there are actions dependent on the value of the die, and there are actions that it doesn't matter, basta just pay one die. So there are like 8 actions, 7 actions, I forgot. Basta ang daming actions nito, and so many things to consider. And ayun, and all of those maliliit na action rules na yun, when they pile up, it will resolve to an AP prone game. Talagang mapapaisip ka if you're the one who, if you're the gamer who likes games where it stimulates your brain on what's the most efficient move for you to get this resource. Okay siya eh.
Okay.
I mean, this, you will like this game. Pero ayun, it's heavy because of that. Ayun.
Okay.
Sa uli ko na, James, I suggest try mo to, Luvin.
No, I
Okay.
think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, perhaps what I didn't like, dun lang sa I didn't like. No?
Oh, sige, what do you
What
like?
I didn't like about it,
Wala.
parang,
Wala ka nagustuhan sa
well,
kanya?
I like the mechanic. As you said, it's quite easy lang naman.
Yeah, simple lang yung
Simple
rules.
lang naman yung rules.
Mm.
What I don't like about it, parang it felt like a chore. Ano mo yung, kasi ang dami niyang symbology. So, parang tinatranslate ko siya sa utak ko, tapos nahirapan ako.
Yeah.
And ito din yung merong, yung cube na ganito is equal to 1, yung cube na ganito is equal to 5, yun ba yun? Yan ba yun?
Cube na ganito is equal to 1.
Yung parang resource something niya. Or iba pa yun?
Iba pa yun.
Ay, iba pa yun. Okay, sorry.
That's a different game.
Sorry naman.
Yeah, those cubes, wherever they are sa player board mo, that's the resource.
Ano game yun?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. 1 is to 1 lang yan. So, but it's the resource of that type.
Napanaginipan ko na naman.
Okay, may napanaginipan kang game,
So,
nag-board
yun.
game ka without
Or it felt like a chore lang na, and I think walang player guide. So,
Yeah,
So,
the lack of
yun.
player guide,
it,
very important yung player guide dito. Yung player guide niya, itong card na to, it's not that useful, or maybe hindi lang ako marunong magbasa, but again, okay, the game is walang text, okay, language friendly siya, pero, or language independent, pero
independent.
yeah, again, if you're going to memorize all of those symbology, wag nyo nang i-try. Basta sabihin mo na lang, gusto ko ng green, gusto niya na yung brown, ganun. That's how we play. We don't say kung ano yung element, we don't say kung ano yung essence, basta that's it. And yeah, it's basically just getting resources, and then you have experiment cards you have to fulfill, and then pay resources, fulfill experiment cards, gain points, and that's it. And then meron ka pang may mga hidden end game points ka pa based on kung anong
ano yung i-set collect mo din naman.
Yeah, there is an experiment na sobrang taas ng cost.
Taas ng cost.
Na
and yun pa, ano pa yung may mga sun, yung gano'n. Yun, di ba? Yung sa dulo nito. I mean,
those tracks. Yeah, those tracks. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, it was difficult for me na, paano ko ba ito papataasin dito? Parang po ulit kitang natanong na parang, paano ko ba siya papataasin into this, kung ito? Parang other than dun sa element, or raw material, basta something, meron pa yung isang symbol na like yung sun, gano'n. Sun, wind, ayun.
Okay.
So,
I forgot na. Sorry. Hindi namin, okay. We just got one play of this. And,
it felt like a chore for me.
yeah, yun lang. Medyo hindi, siguro sumobra lang siya nung complexity na medyo naging chore na siya. Hindi na siya fun game. Okay, so yeah. So that's the
Well,
game.
that's first naman.
Yeah.
Sabi ni Fred.
Sabi ni Fred, anong sabi ni Fred? Outsu for, yeah, kung titignan mo yung 4.13, it's really not that heavy pa nga eh. Well, it's a heavy game na, yes. Pero compared to the games we play, like Lisboa, actually Teotihuacan is even heavier than this, you know. Siguro, ano lang.
I can't remember.
You
Maybe
can't
we need
remember.
to
We need to play it again.
Let's say hello muna to Denmark.
Oy, Denmark! Ay, hello, hello.
Okay.
And yeah, thank you for dropping by, man. So yeah,
Okay, so
that's our second game.
yep. Next.
Please, let's go to our next game. Okay, this is our next game.
Our next game is Chinatown.
Yay! From heaviest to sobrang dali. Yay.
Yes, so Chinatown, it's designed by Karsten Hartwig and published by Zeman Games. It's designed for 3 to 5 players and it runs for 60 minutes. So in Chinatown, you negotiate and build the most successful businesses in all of Chinatown. So yeah.
Yeah, we this came into the list kasi we played this madaling araw na. So umabot tayo madaling araw. We're playing it with our friends. Yeah, we're playing it with our friends Benjo and James and Ina with our niece. We play a 5-player game of this. Yeah, this is just a game of just building those buildings and earning money. That's it.
Yes.
And
it's been a long time since we've put it on the shelf kasi ngayon lang tayo.
You mean on the table?
On the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the shelf.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, ngayon lang nakapag-invite. So, it's been siguro parang years din natin before last na laro to. Yeah.
Sir, 2019 pa.
Grabe, ganun katagal. And then, it's a game na kahit matagal siya nasa shelf namin, you know, playing it rekindles na, oh, how fun is this game? Okay.
Yes, indeed. It feels like Bonanza, or a level up of Bonanza.
Yeah, it's a level up of Bonanza.
Negotiation.
Yeah, this is the kind of we don't like interaction that much, but this is the kind of interaction that we like. Na win-win condition, not something that you're going to take that.
Yes.
So yeah, Chinatown. Ian, ito gusto ko makalaro si Ian eh. Ian, Chinatown. Yeah, blast sa gaming group ko. Yeah, I can only imagine with your personality, bro, and yung kulitan ng group nyo, this will be a blast talaga. Like talagang meron pa kaming deals dito na sige, bibigyan kita ng 10,000, wag ka lang makipag-trade sa kanya. kasi you know that you have that feeling that he's winning eh. Yes. So pwede niyong igawing rule na itago niyo yung pera, pero parang kanina pa, wag kang makikipag-trade diyan, wag kang papayag, sa akin na lang, ganun. So yeah, Chinatown is best. It's light but it's super fun. So it's super fun. Unfortunately, 3 to 5 players lang siya. So it's not really a game that we can play together, but we still keep it just in case na may events
hoping
na
to play it with more people.
So yeah. Next game. Add to cart nga. Yes, add to cart mo na to.
Yes.
Add to cart mo na to. Hey Dan. Yeah, favorite ko itong Chinatown. Si.
Binonzo.
Yeah. Parang yes. Parang actually it's even better than Sheriff of Nottingham kasi Sheriff of Nottingham interaction, yung player lang is interacting with the sheriff.
I don't know because I haven't played it.
No. Dito talaga minsan may nag-i-interact ng dalawang player tapos may ibang player na nag-i-interact. As in walang rules, no rules. Ang rule lang bawal mo lang igalaw yung building. Pero again, pwede kayo magbuyuan, pwedeng sige, ibibigay ko sa iyo to, basta pangako mo sa akin pag nakabunot, may mga gusto mo magpangako ka pa, magbigay ka pa ng plataforma mo.
Tutulungan kita hanggang sa dulo.
Tapos biglang maglumabas yun, hindi mo tutulungan.
Paano
Sobrang
na ako?
ganda. Yeah,
Yes.
I think this is even better than Sheriff. That's for me. That's for me. I played Sheriff of Nottingham, pero ang problema ng Sheriff of Nottingham kasi if players do not role play, pag
Yes.
tahimik lang yung mga
Baka yes
players
ako hindi
nyo.
ko pa nga nalaro.
Pero
Anyway,
yeah, ganun siya eh. That's why medyo that's why I chose to go with Chinatown.
okay.
Okay, let's go to our
Next
next
game.
game is Bonfire.
Okay, Bonfire. Bonfire is a game by Stefan Feld,
Mhm.
published by Hall Games. It's for 1 to 4 players and it runs for 70 to 100 minutes. So, in Bonfire, you play as gnomes struggling to reignite the mystical bonfires to bring light to their dark planet.
Yeah, so
Okay.
those yung mga bonfires na matay, and then kailangan you are gnomes, and
Gnomes.
itong player boards you that represents your cities, and
Akala ko bonfire dati related to camping.
yeah,
As
well,
gnomes
parang
pa
ano
rin.
naman to, medyo ginawa nilang fantasy. Actually, may story pa to eh. You can download the PDF story ni ginawa ng story to. Pero anyway, yeah, this is a Stefan Feld design na parang magugulat ka. It's just one of the recent games. I'm not sure if it's the recent. Um, yun lang. It's one of the games na sobrang tight.
Yeah. Tight sa
Tight sa
resource.
resource.
Pati yung sa actions mo din.
Yeah,
Parang very limited din yung pwede mong gawin. So you really need to plan.
yes. So basically, on your turn, what you're doing is you're getting these action strips, itong mga iba-ibang kulay na yan, you're placing it here in this board.
Parang tile placement.
Sa tile placement, magmamalafis for Odin ka. And then whatever you pick, you get those color
kind
of yung tiles na yon that represents your actions. If those two, let's say a blue was adjacent or orthogonally to another blue or a set of blues, you get bonus of those actions. So ayun, and then you're just basically lighting this bonfire. So itong mga circles na to, these are the bonfire slots. And yeah, it's kind of hard to explain the game here, pero
Yes.
leave
it as is.
Yeah, let's leave it as is. But again, you are doing the same thing. Hindi ito sandbox game. You're doing the same thing. So it's just a game of it has a luck. May luck element. Somehow mataas yung luck element nito. Pero there are lots of
Ano yung luck
mitigations.
element nito? Wala.
Wala ba?
Walang luck element
Oo
kasi
nga, no? Oo
you're
nga.
going to
Well,
choose which tiles you're gonna use.
Yeah, well,
You're
somehow
gonna
siguro,
lay out.
well, totoo.
So wala.
Yeah. Well, somehow meron din, minsan yung kung ano yung lumabas na
Yun lang, yung kung anong resource, kung ano yung babayad
kung ano yung
mo.
lumabas na this one.
Yan.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But,
Pero hindi siya as in, when for me kasi ni say luck or on dice.
dice or card draw.
Card,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, one of Stefan Feld's solid design. So, parang sabi nga nila bumalik daw siya sa roots niya. Like, if you played games like Bora Bora, what else ba yung ganito? I never played Aquasphere, pero it's like that. So yeah, it's not like if you are expecting this to be like Castles of Burgundy thing, medyo hindi ganon. Hindi siya point salad game. Well, there are lots of point salad din siya, pero ang nagpa-attract sa amin dito is yung crunchiness ng game eh. Like yung making decisions on or being efficient and stuff like that. So yeah, the usual Euro thing that you play. Yeah, that the theme is like just an icing on the cake lang eh. Pero when you're playing the game, the theme will not matter that much. Maybe one of the things that I just don't like here is too much iconography then again. On the cards.
Getting old.
Yeah, too much
We're
iconography in the
getting
cards. Medyo hindi intuitive yung iconography ng cards niya. But there will be times na you will be looking at the appendix ng
Mm.
rules just to understand. Pero siguro at two or three games, um, you, magiging ano na yan. You will be familiar.
Yes. What I don't like about it is yung pag-visit dun sa island.
Yeah, these are line
That you
tiles.
have to pay pa. Parang dalawang resource yung kailangan mong
Yeah,
bayaran.
you have to pay whatever resource is displayed here, and whatever resource you will put, which of these two tiles you will be putting on that island.
So,
Yeah, the way to gain to light bonfires kasi is doing this task. So you will be going into islands, picking these circular tiles, which are tasks that you need to do. And again, you'll see a lot of iconography there. At first, you will it's not that intuitive for me, pero once you get a hang of it, it will be no problem. Some of them, hindi naman, it's not that much naman.
Yep.
Pero yeah.
Yeah, and well, unlike the first two, I'd like to play this more kasi parang nakakagigil na siyang makomplete yung bonfire, which I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to finish yung bonfire.
Yep.
Parang bitin. Hi, Mines.
Hey, hi Bedes. Hey.
Hello.
Kumusta sa Estonia? Okay.
Ayun, may makukuha tayong gift.
Wow. Can't wait for that.
Lunar base.
Okay. Yeah.
Courtesy of Mines.
Hope you're doing hope you're doing fine, Menes. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, so
Okay.
I think that's it. That's bonfire, and we're looking forward to play this again.
Yep.
It's still not sure if this is going to last.
Stay,
To go.
But how's your play with
I play with solo. Wala. Solo is so very challenging. So very challenging. Like gusto mo siyang laruin ulit na
parang may giggle factor na
yeah,
gusto mo siyang
may giggle factor siya. It's not challenging na you're not having fun, but it's challenging na paano ba gusto ko ulitin? So ganyan.
Okay.
So something like that. I played it twice and then I still didn't win. So ang daya ng AI as in ang daya niya. Pero yeah, and the solo rules are, I'm not a solo gamer guys, pero solo rules are so simple. It's so simple and hindi siya like learning another game. So yeah, I also highly recommend this. Okay. So yeah. So okay. Kenneth. Okay. Out of topic question. May idea po kayo if nagpiprint pa ng Dragonfire. Oh, Dragonfire by, I think ito yung reprint ng Shadowrun. Dragonfire D&D D&D na somehow kind of legacy game. Yeah, I'm not sure, Kenneth, pero
we'll ask around.
You can just post a looking for question for in Philippine game traders and Philippine board game enthusiasts.
Yep.
So those are the two groups that I will recommend.
Okay.
Yeah, ano ka lang doon, looking for Dragonfire, try mo. Someone might still have a copy of it. I'm not sure if it is available pa.
Okay. So what's our next game?
Next game. Oh, okay. Pag ganun yung game namin ngayon, may pabigat tapos light.
Okay.
So yeah.
So our next game is Horrified. It's designed by Proper Hall, published by Ravensburger, and it's designed for 1 to 5 players, and it runs for 60 minutes.
Yeah.
So in Horrified, classic movie monsters terrorize the town. So can your team stop them in time?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a co-op game.
Yep.
Basically, you're stopping 3 of these monsters, and those monsters are from the Universal Studio monsters, like the classic movies.
So what's the starter monsters natin?
The starter monsters are the Dracula,
swamp,
and the guy from the swamp,
and yung wolf.
Actually, for training, for starters, they recommend it using the 2 lang. Pero nagtatlo na tayo.
Since we were playing at 4 players.
Yeah.
And so we're officiating.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. We played this din naman, pero we played this before.
Yes.
Pero we didn't win. Challenging din siya to be,
first game we won, but the rules were
yeah, mali yung rules
mali
nun.
rules
Oo.
natin.
We do the monster phase after the whole round.
Yes.
Yun pala, ang monster phase, after each player. So we have to...
Kaya palang,
Kaya parang dali. Parang
ang
dali
dali.
nito. Parang wala. So, turn niya, turn ko, and then monster phase. And then turn niya, turn ko, monster phase. Ganun yung
Okay.
first game
So,
namin.
mali.
Tapos
Kaya
parang,
nanalo kami.
but sabi nila mahirap. Parang hindi naman din. I went back to playthroughs and see how it's played. And then, okay, that's okay. Maling-mali yan.
So, on the second game, we lost.
We lost. And then we played this. You guys played this with 5 players. I was the one who is 4. I was the one holding the monster deck, telling you guys what
Yes.
happened. So yeah,
so we won.
You guys won.
Yes.
Without me. Okay. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this game?
I still like it. We haven't played the other monsters yet, so I'm looking forward to play it more with the other monsters.
Okay.
And we had a new, meron din tayong maling game din kasi on the second. Yung mga townspeople.
Yeah.
So, on our second game, first and second game, yung mga townspeople is napupunta lang sa...
They have spots that they want to go to. And that's the time you draw the card.
Yung
the card that gives
ability,
you, that gives you special bonuses.
Yes. So, parang when we were playing on our second game, parang naiinis ako dun sa mga townspeople. Parang labas kayo ng labas. Yung pala meron silang purpose.
Yeah.
So, kaya hindi siya nakatulong.
And dahil namamatay sila, doon kami natatalo.
And natatalo kami.
Yeah, because every time a townspeople die, this marker goes one step, and if it reached this skull icon, you lost the game. So that's it. We'll speed things up a bit because 40 minutes na. Okay. So our next game was
ano yan?
Ano yan? It's
Anno
1800. Okay.
So Anno 1800 is designed by Martin Wallace and it's published by Cosmos. So it's designed for 2 to 4 players and it runs for 120 minutes.
All right.
So in Anno 1800, you fulfill the wishes of your population by producing even more luxurious goods.
Yeah. Basically, what you see here, this is a game. This is like a what do you call that? A track, yung parang siyang tech track. Parang tech 3 na track. So you start with the basic goods and then you go to the advanced one to build to fulfill what your townsfolk, what your people are looking for. And then parang you start with wheat, with bread, mga ganun lang yung mga with coal, with wood, and then later meron ka ng
it's like a resource management, then pag combination mo, parang meron tayong nilalaro before na somehow related to alchemy na if you combine iron and this one, it will become like a car or something like that.
Yeah, on it's a mobile game, I think. Yeah.
Something similar to that.
So yeah, it's like ganun lang siya. The game, the rules are not complex. I would say this is a medium weight game. And the more you get workers, the more you get cards. These cards are ang goal mo is these cards are the one that gives you points, and the game ends when someone has played all of their cards, meaning has fulfilled all of whatever yung demands ng population. And those are basically resources. And for you to get to that resources, you need to start with the very basic and climb higher and higher and things like that. So yun. So yun siya. It's more of a resource management.
So this one is Anno 1800 was a video game?
Yeah, it is based on a video game but that we haven't played. Yeah.
I haven't played it.
No, I haven't played it. Pero yeah, I'm aware this is a video game. So ayun siya. What are your thoughts about it?
I like it.
Yeah. Me too.
Resource management pa siya. Somehow?
Yeah, it is.
Resource management na pwede mo siyang i-level up so you're not stuck with with just what you have, and you can import from your fellow players.
Yeah, yeah, that's where the interaction comes in.
What?
You don't have to build you don't have to have the same resource, you're the same path of where you get resource, kasi you can trade it with other people, and trading naman gives that opponent, gives that player some bonus din. This kind of reminds me of ano yung tinry ko kay Luvin na game,
Ano do?
yung malaki.
Gugong?
No, malaki. Okay,
Malaki.
yeah, it starts with letter E.
Endeavor.
Endeavor, yeah. It reminds me of Endeavor na you use workers for some sort of actions. And ganun din dito. And then you use gold to para maging available ulit sila. Otherwise, you can just um, do that action that returns all of them back to the to doon sa bahay nila o kung saan sila nakatira whatsoever. Okay, I forgot the terms, but yeah, this is a good game. We highly recommend it, and we still like to play it. So siguro it will, yeah, dyan muna siya for now.
Desk is saying something.
Marami kang tinitinda kay Lubin na game.
Tumpak.
Tumpak.
Ganun lang.
Yeah. There are games talaga na somehow magkaiba kami ng taste eh. Na for it's for them pero not for us.
Yes.
So yeah. Pero yeah.
I think what I don't like lang dito, parang you can be stuck with so many cards. Okay lang, parang ang hirap.
Yeah. It's a game na you cannot do anything. Like you need to rely on other players then.
Okay.
Yeah, by trading resources. So you don't, kunwari meron akong ganong resource, you don't need to go to that path. Use yung kung ano yung resource na meron yung ibang players for your benefit.
Okay.
So ganon.
Okay. So
let's go to the next game.
Next game.
All right.
Okay.
Our next game.
Our next game is Mind Management. It's designed by Jay Cormier and Sen Fung Lim. It's published by Off the Page Games. It's supposed to be played by 1 to 5 players, and it runs for 45 to 75 minutes. So, in Mind Management, your psychic rogue agents team up to track down the recruiter in Zanzibar. Ay, may lugar pala. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so ayun siya. So this is a game that we well, you're the one who played this
Yeah,
first.
I played it
A couple of times.
Yeah, I first played it during kailan ba? I played it during the Minicon last December.
Yep. During the pandemic.
Yeah. And then I played it again during Bacon.
Okay.
And lost. Lost against the management. So I have my giggle factor that I want to win, or to capture the management. So thank you, Denmark, for lending us your copy. And I think we because of that we want to get.
Yeah, this game is outside of
Get a
Bayradar. I never played hidden movement games. We
Yes,
never had
and-
that kind of games.
And Morgan didn't think that I'd like it because it has this one versus many kind of gameplay.
It's a
So
one versus
he
many.
thought that I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, ayun. One versus many, and hidden movement, and ayun. The first time she played the game, I asked her, kumusta? Parang gulong-gulo siya, like hindi niya alam kung itatanong niya and stuff like that. Pero there is something in her na gusto niyang laruin ulit. Parang for her, parang hindi niya mabigyan ng justification how she felt about the game, kasi she herself hindi niya nalaro ng maayos.
Yes.
And then when she was able to play it at Bacon, that's the time you were able to appreciate it, and lagi niyang bukang bibig na nagigigil siya, gusto niyang malaro yung mind management. So we asked Denmark to borrow his copy, we asked that he can lend his copy, and we tried it. Na-try ko pa lang yung training mode.
Yes. I think for me the training mode is more challenging. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe because wala kayong player powers.
Yeah, because of the player powers.
And yeah,
Because in my first play, I to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. So,
Mm.
for the ask action, parang ano yung i-ask ko? Parang hindi ko alam kung ano yung ask ko.
Yeah.
Parang
So
ganun.
yeah.
So when I got to play it the second time, um, alam ko na kung ano yung gagawin ko. But the deduction on ano yung path no management based on the recruits, yun yung hindi ko pa
Yeah. Generally kasi I am
pinpoint.
not a fan of social deduction, pero this game is a deduction game, which is somehow different from social deduction games. And yeah, it plays good. It's more on like trying to figure out nasaan where is the
The management.
nasan yung management. Okay. It reminds me of movies like yung Umbrella
Umbrella
Academy,
Academy
no? Parang ganon.
and somehow Wanted.
Wanted. Oh, I see Wanted. Yeah. Hey, Gabby. Thank you for dropping by. Love mind management. Yeah, I'm not also expecting to like this game. Naging bukang bibig lang niya. We tried it and now we're looking a copy of it. But
Looking
for
for
me,
a
siguro
copy.
I think we're good with
The
the
retail.
retail. We're waiting for this to get into retail. The deluxe version is awesome. It's good. Ang ganda ng wooded components niya and stuff. Even yung player board, yung where you put your marker, you put notes. It's like acrylic ba yun? Or
Mm.
anong material yun?
Plastic.
Plastic, yeah, plastic, sorry. Okay,
Okay.
that's it for mind management. We are looking
Okay.
for a copy, so benta mo na, Lubin, kopya mo. Okay, next game.
Okay.
Next game
So
is
next game is Tracking the World. So it's designed by Charlie Brink, published by Underdog Games. It's for 2 to 5 players and it runs for 30 to 60 minutes.
cool.
So it is a light strategy game about pleasures and wonders of world travel.
Yeah, this game was first introduced to me by Denmark during the pandemic. Ito yung naglalaro pa sila sa. This was the time when the tabletop gateway Discord wasn't born yet. So they have this group called Bots, Board Gamers of the South in Discord. Niyaya niya ako maglaro and then that's the time that I was able to play this. He taught us the game. At first, medyo hindi ko siya na-feel. And
Because you felt it's kind of cutthroaty, parang ganon.
it's kind of cutthroaty.
Okay, Morgy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, deal. Okay. Kind of
So,
cutthroaty siya, pero yeah, because you can block players, as in blocking the paths.
literal
Naisip ko baka hindi
block.
magustuhan ni Ronnie to. And then wala lang, paano ba this is one of the games that we played on Board Game Arena, by the way. It is available in Board Game Arena. If you want to try this, try it out. I highly recommend it. This is the game na hindi ko siya na-feel, like it doesn't give a good impression. But dahil wala lang ibang malaro sa Board Game Arena, I kept on playing and playing this hanggang sa na-appreciate ko siya like after 3 games, after 4 games. Parang, it's okay, it's not bad. It's a game, it's a mix, it's a mash up mechanic
Much of different
of
mechanics.
different, yeah, it's a mash up mechanic of different of famous games, like, well, first of all, like Pandemic, like Century Spice Road, like
Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride, and
Mm.
yeah, something like that. It's if you have
And
played
Parks.
those, and even Parks,
Yeah,
right?
Parks.
If you have played those games, you would siguro this is, I think, a step up. And yeah, it's not very light. It's not a heavy game. It's not very light din naman. It's something that, I think everyone would appreciate, especially for people who at least play the game, a game or two. You can introduce this to them. I wouldn't say this is a gateway game, pero again,
But it feels like a gateway game for me.
well, maybe because we've been playing a lot of heavy games now. Pero if you are to introduce this to a
But
non-gamer,
after
yung
well after playing one of the games that during one of the uh weekend that we hosted for our friend, diba? We played Ticket to Ride again and it felt like this, and mentioned by Denmark that Tracking the World could replace Ticket to Ride
well,
somehow.
somehow, yes, yeah.
So Yeah, parang if in terms of complexity, feeling ko parang same siya with Ticket to Ride. Ma-feeling lang.
I don't. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I will disagree with that.
Why? Joke lang.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, kasi yeah, maybe because of yung cards kasi it's a multi-use eh. Like you need to think of how many steps you wanted to go, and you need to keep some of the cards to fulfill naman traveling. Again, it's a good game that we both enjoy.
Mhm.
We played it with two players. I was kind of worried if baka pag two players to medyo hindi ganun makaganda yung experience, but it was fine. She was even
Yeah.
able to like the game. And yeah, sorry Denmark, hindi muna namin bebenta. Yeah, Denmark is also looking for a game for this game, and yeah,
Yes.
it's a good it's a good one.
And I think the cards is also aesthetically pleasing.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah,
And
if you like traveling, like and yung likod ng cards nito, they have some facts. Like what's that
information
information about those
regarding
cards na oh parang you will be it will make you curious what this looks like in real life.
yeah.
So if you like traveling, something like that, or you like themes that's going around the world, check this out. It's a good game.
And I'd like to play it.
With
I'd like to
five
have a
then
feel of playing it
with more players.
with more players. I mean, kung gaano ba talaga siya ka-tight if played
Yeah,
with more than two.
yeah. Yep.
So yes.
Next
Okay.
game. We are down to 3 games before we end the show. Okay.
Okay. Next.
Next game. Okay.
Okay. Next game is Dwellings of Eldervale. It's designed by Luke Laurie, published by Breaking Games. It's for 1 to 5 players and it runs for 60 to 150 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the game all about?
It's a battle of control of a new fantasy realm in this worker placement game.
Yeah, it's you are like going back to your main original land, which is Eldervale. So a catastrophe happened that
Sent you out.
sent you guys apart. So you represent different clans, different fantasy what do you call this?
Factions.
Factions, or yeah, some of them are elves, may dwarves, mayroong merfolk, may ganon. And then you're going back to dwell to Eldervale, but the thing is, syempre, you are somehow nagkakaroon ng agawan on which on what on
Territory
yeah
you'll
on
be occupying.
yes, that's correct. Yeah, the game is so this is a very big box game,
And the
but
minis are
the minis are very you know it's really good. Like the first time ko na appreciate yung washed mini. Like parang gusto kong ganun iganon lahat ng mini ko. Sana may nagwa-wash ng mini kahit yung wash lang, not necessary paint. And ayan, so yeah, it's a worker placement game designed by Luke Laurie. If you have played Luke Laurie's design like Energy Empire, Whistle Mountain, it's very similar. Like there is a turn where you place a worker, there's also a turn where you bring your workers back and do action even on those turn. So ganun yung ano niya eh, ganun yung kind of design niya, similar even in Energy Empire and Whistle Mountain.
yes. So I'm still looking forward to play more of this, even if we have already played it like how many times?
Ah.
3 times this month.
Yeah.
3 times ba?
Ang dami.
Around that time.
Maraming play.
Yes.
Ako more than kasi I even played this with in I introduced this game in Bacon. We played this in a friend's house. And yun. Siguro hindi ko pa siya nalalaro online. Yeah. And yeah, may sound effects pa yung monsters. Yes, indeed. Pag lumalapag sila, yung sound bases. Although for me, it's not necessary, but a lot of people are no, the pinakabenta sa akin dito when I see people's reaction when that meeple and that roof start to combine as a dwelling. Like wow, like what? Like it's
mind blown.
yeah, for
Taba
them
ng utak para
for
maisip yan.
yeah, for them it's an innovative design. Like what? Pwede pala yun. So yeah, that's Dwellings of Ed Level. Yeah, we played this here sa bahay din with Benjo and James. They played this din sa nung Bacon. And yeah,
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to play this. Yeah, because there's still lots of factions,
lots of factions, different strategies din.
different strategies,
Yung
and
cards, hindi
have
pa
you played
natin.
all the monsters?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
So,
yet. You mean all the factions?
yeah,
Yeah, not yet. Not
not
yet.
yet.
There are like 16 of them.
So, anong monsters pa yung hindi natin
You mean
nalabas?
factions?
Monster.
Monsters. I think we played all of them na. Ako I
Okay.
personally played a bit. Okay, all of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ako,
Pero yeah,
perhaps ako hindi pa.
some of them they have benefits, some of them they don't. Yeah. So ito yung mga monsters na nakikita mo. They are basically neutral. Any player can defeat them. So yeah, yun siya.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a good game. It's not very heavy. Don't be the components are a little bit
Intimidating.
daunting. Yes, if you see the components, it's so many. Like okay, is this a heavy game? But if you're playing it, it's really not. It's really not. Ang dami lang components niya. I would say it's overproduced, but I think it's worth it. Like even those trays, they are actually used during the game. They're not just storages. They're not just storage solutions, but they really have purposes. Especially yung player boards. I like that. I like how they did that. So yun. That's Dwellings of Eldervale. Down to our last two games.
Yep. Okay, so our next game is Anachrony. So Anachrony is designed by
David Turchi. David.
Oh, spelling wrong. David Turchi, published by Mind Clash Games. It's to be played by 1 to 4 players, and it runs for talaga 30 to 100 30 minutes. Sure ba yan?
I think it's 30 minutes. I think for the solo, yeah, you can go 30
Sure ba yan?
minutes. Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
or maybe if there's no teaching involved.
Kung no
Perhaps.
teaching involved na, siguro this can go smoothly like 2 hours. 1.5 hour. Yeah, ang tagal ng
And
teaching
30
nito.
minutes.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the game where you use your exosuits to go out, gather resources, and also do time traveling because you will be doing a lot of borrowing from your future self.
Yes.
And the more you were able to time travel, it also gives you points on your time travel track.
Yep.
So yeah, the story of the game is
It's a big box.
Yeah, our copy is a big box because we do have the Infinity box, but it's really not. Yeah, this is one of the top 50 games in VGG, and I think it
speaks for itself.
Yeah, it deserves its place.
Mhm.
One of the best worker placement I played, and I still have 100% batting rate on this one. And every time I introduce this, people are like, "Wow, ang ganda nito, ang ganda." Like the mechanics are very, very thematic. It's a Euro, pero it's one of those Euros na the theme is not just
Wala lang.
hindi lang
lang.
siya place. So yun, water is essential.
True.
Yes, true. Water is essential, especially in time traveling. And yeah, we just played it recently with Benjo and with James din. It's been a while din na nalaro ko siya, kaya there are some rules na nakalimutan ko na.
And
it reminded me how awesome this game is. Yeah. And we're looking forward to playing it. I was actually...
Yes. Kasi ang pangit ng laro natin.
Well, yeah, ang pangit ng laro natin. I mean yung strategy namin. We start, parang mali yung decisions namin. We made bad decisions. So, in the middle of the game, medyo hirap to catch up.
But it's okay.
It's not a game that wala namang catch-up mechanics. It's just nakalimutan lang namin ano yung dapat gawin and stuff like that. Although ako yung nagturo. So yeah, it's a game that I also look forward to playing more. Yes, I'm actually learning yung expansion right now. I'm looking forward na malaro with our game group here in SM Light kay Benjo and James. Yeah, I'm actually learning the fractions
Yeah,
of time.
and we haven't tried all, like
We haven't we
for
haven't
lang naman, di ba, yung
yeah, we
fractions.
haven't tried the side B.
We tried the
Well,
side B before.
yeah, before, but they haven't tried the side B yet.
Yes.
So siguro ang next game natin is the base game with the side B, wherein there are
Side
different,
B.
yeah.
Parang underwear.
So parang underwear side B.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's a good worker placement game. It's a personal, it's I think personal favorite of ours. I think
Mm-hmm.
this might go in my top 9 of games.
Hindi pa ba? Hindi siya kasama sa top 9.
I don't know. I forgot kung ano yung ano, pero pag nagre-release, pag nauso na naman yung top 9 ng Pablo Nipol, this will be one of them.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Anachrony.
Anachrony. And of course, the exosuits are awesome.
Yeah, exosuits are awesome. Indeed.
And they are useful. Hindi lang sila, I mean, meron talaga siyang effect dun sa team.
Yeah,
I
it,
mean,
it does.
it's thematically cohesive.
It connects. It really connects. Hindi lang siya like other games like Vindication. If you played Vindication, there are some minis in the game that are really not necessary. They are minis na, pero it's not a minis game. Pero this one, it parang without the mechs, parang wow, parang kulang. Okay, so kaya Luvin, bilhin mo na yung mechs expansion nito. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay, and our last game.
We're down to our final game.
I think magagets nyo na lahat kung ano yung last game namin. Okay. Ito yung pinaka, the hype is real, ika nga.
Yes. So, our last game is Ark Nova, and it is designed by Matthias Widge, published by Capstone Games. It's for 1 to 4 players, and it runs for 90 to 150 minutes.
All right, what is it all about?
It's well, you're designing a modern zoo to run a successful park and support the conservation projects of these animals.
So yeah, in this game there are basically two things that you need to do. Two things that you need to
accomplish.
Yeah, accomplish, or to have in mind. First is you have to put animals in your zoo, and you have to support conservation projects. That's it. The reason why is because in this game there are two tracks. The track going to the left clockwise and another track going counterclockwise, and your score is based on how overlapping those two tracks are. So if they never meet, you you will get a negative score.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the criticisms this game receives. Like a lot of players does not like that kind of the concept of negative yung score ko after everything that I did. Parang it felt less rewarding to other players.
But I felt, I don't know, because of that kind of mechanic is similar to Rahas of the Ganges, which, well, I didn't like somehow. That's why
it's fine.
That's why it's not part of our shelf.
I like Rahas of the Ganges. Hindi niya gusto,
sorry.
so bye-bye.
After winning one, okay na ako. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm okay with it now. You can
Pero
say
we played it like 3 games straight.
3 games straight because I was losing.
Yeah.
So yun. So what I really like this game.
Yeah. The game is simple. It's not a heavy game, to be honest. Siguro the heaviness of this is through reading the cards, analyzing yung term, and somehow when you are starting in the game, you're making decisions then, like, okay, ano yung unahin ko? Although you know all what these cards do. You only have 5 actions, and these are represented by these cards. But kung sino yung uunahin mo, how are you going to make your moves efficient? I think that's one of the things that adds weight, complexity to the game. And yeah,
and of course, it also depends on the cards that are being drawn from the pile. So
from the pile,
you could change your strategy at the middle of the game. So for example, wala kang mabunot na ape, so change strategy.
Yeah, hindi naman siya yung it's not the game that usually the deck messes up with you. like what we felt in Terraforming Mars. Um, Although I'm not saying Terraforming Mars is a bad game, but for me hindi ko lang talaga gusto yon. But I'm happy for this because other than cards, you can do other things than that while and there are also lots of opportunities to somehow do your to refill your hand, and it does not encourage you then to hoard cards. Then kailangan you need to plan na, okay, these cards I need to play. Otherwise pag nag-break I have to discard this.
Mm.
Yeah, this is also a game that is a mashup of mechanics. Yeah,
Set collection,
yeah, there is set collection. There is
action
yeah, it's
selection.
action selection, tile placement, my a little bit of worker placement because of those association workers.
Mm.
And yeah, and tableau building. You're building a tableau of animals and projects. What do you call that? Sponsors.
Sponsor.
And yeah, it's a game na
Or
siguro
two.
that's the first player. That's a solo player
Okay.
tab. Okay. Siguro this is one of the games na within a month nalaro ko siya ng more than 10 times. So that's how much
Online and
on that's a combination of online and physical. Siguro
for
kung physical
us,
copy, we
ilan ba?
played this more than five. Like you played it five na, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Physical. You
Just
played it
for
five.
this month.
Yeah, just for this month. She played it five. I played it like 12. And that's the
And your strategies can change every time you play.
and we still like playing it. Like it's not okay.
Yes.
It's not the game na okay. I think it has cold grew it grew cold na okay. I think I'm
Or
done with the
na-outplay
game.
mo na siya.
Yeah, I'm done with the
Nagsawa ka
game.
na.
So yeah, it's a good
But
game.
not yet.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel personally it's a high recommendation. The hype is real. Na okay, it's really a good game. I also seen other people not really that liking this game, and I understand that. Because yeah, hindi yeah, some
And the
people.
game could really last a long, like
Yeah,
the
it's
duration
yun lang, it's still a long game. I wouldn't
could
play
last
this.
a long time if you
What?
don't rush your, what's that, influence.
Yeah,
Influence ba
it's
yun?
a game that
Conservation.
it's a game that does not have a fixed
Fixed
time. Yeah,
round ending. So it's similar to like on Mars, diba? Na the game could last along if you're not hitting the
yeah,
objectives.
yeah. It's similar to that. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, it depends on the players. This can last long, which
And it
is
could also be fast, like the
yeah,
last time.
yeah. It could also be fast. Yeah. So
If
yun
you
lang.
rush. If
Yeah,
you
the
rush
last time
the
I played this
conservation.
for players, it took us more than 3 hours. It's still
But
long.
but of course there's teaching involved that time. Or no na.
Well, no, parang no na, parang that's
Mm.
purely the gameplay of it. So, and I understand kasi ano eh, everyone is still discovering things.
Yes.
Okay, medyo hindi pa na realize na okay, you need to grab seize the opportunity to climb up that conservation track because that is tight.
Yep.
So yeah, so there you have it.
Okay.
And so those are the games that we played this month.
This month. Madami-dami din siya.
Yeah, madami-dami din siya. I haven't mentioned the games I played with other people.
Yes.
Like
Would you like to
I played games
have a
with
rundown?
Ivan and with Tio. Yeah, we are playing crowdfunding games. We do have a crowdfunding study group.
Okay.
And yeah,
Watch out for that.
yeah, watch out for that. Ivan taught us games like Autobahn, which I already auto-backed.
Ay nako.
And we also played Planet Unknown, which is coming. I hope in a month.
You backed that already?
Yeah, I backed this nung 2020 pa lang.
Okay.
Too late na siya, pero it's a good game. We played Encyclopedia and The Flood, which is currently still in Kickstarter right now. Encyclopedia is not, but Pledge Manager is open, so
Go
If
ahead.
you want to get the list of pledge open pledge managers, let me know. I'll send you the link.
And then
What
we also
else?
played Grand Austria Hotel.
Yeah, we played Grand Austria Hotel with Sher and with Jake. It's and that's my
And
second
Jake.
playthrough. Yeah, and James too. Yeah, and I appreciate the game on my second playthrough of
Yes.
it. I don't think you will
And
like that then, because there is that.
feeding mechanic.
No, not the feeding mechanic, but there is a round wherein you nagbumababa yung parang influence mo,
Mm.
that na kailangan mo siyang habulin. But the good thing naman here, it does not happen every round.
Okay.
Like on round 3, on round 5, and then
At least
round
you're
7.
able to plan,
Yeah, there are
or
several
you
rounds
can
for you to
mitigate
plan.
for that.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
So
For
ayun.
me naman, the one that we've hosted,
With
we
with our
played,
friend Gab and his family, the De
yes.
Castro team, De Castro. Yeah.
So we played Ticket to Ride and Carcassonne and Takenoko.
Takenoko, thanks to James and to Denmark for lending us your copy.
Yes,
And
yes.
hi to Miss Aina. Hey Aina.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, salamat, salamat. Hey to you.
So,
Steam na ba natin crowdfunding group?
soon.
Soon, soon. Yeah, it's a good ano, it's a good idea then to talk about the
Is
games.
it? Is it a good idea?
Nadulas, nadulas. Okay. It's a keeper. It's a keeper.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So what are the plans? Okay, so siguro as we end the show, as we wrap up, we just like to share our plans. Siguro next we this is a new format that we are trying. I'm not sure if it's something that could help people be inspired on what the games are, but what some games are we've been playing, or what games are not being talked about, but it's, it's something
worth
good,
playing.
worth playing, or worth not worth playing. So again, maybe there are times na the things that are negative to us can be a positive to you. For example, for
Their
us,
interaction.
when I watch reviewers, when the negative part on them is it lacks player interaction, for us that's a positive. Uy, ayaw niya yun
Okay.
dahil lacks player interaction. Let me see this game. We like games that does not have take that. We are Care Bear players somehow. In some other games, yeah. But pero kung
I
mga
see.
games like Exploding Kittens, yeah, okay lang naman yun. Like
Yep.
party games that are fast, are quick, are meant to be fun, not meant to be taken seriously.
Well,
Okay.
games should not be taken seriously, but anyway.
Anyway, yeah. Games that we'll be playing probably starting next month in our list are,
Starting in 2 days.
yeah, in 2 days are, well, I have a couple of box that I just studied here. First, Creature Comforts. So we just received our copy of Creature Comforts, and this was opened already, and naaral ko na siya. So we're looking forward to learn this game, and
What else?
we are also looking forward to play Age of Steam. Oh, Age of Steam is a one of I think it's one of the solid games. An old time game. Luma na to, but it was deluxified, and some people says that its rules are outdated na. It's an old game, but we still want to try it. Who knows? I don't care if even Tom Basel says it's outdated.
Okay, what else?
We
I think
have.
we were supposed to play. We're also going to play Arnak with the expansion.
Oh yeah, yeah. Kakabukas ko lang yung expansion ng Arnak, so we will be playing that with the expansion with James and Benjo, and
Yes.
same thing with the expansion of Anachrony. Hopefully, malaro natin. We'll aiming for it. We will be playing Century Eastern Wonders. This is a sealed copy by from James Tew. Oy James, actually nahihiya akong buksan. So he lended us a copy of this. He's planning to sell it, but he wants us to try it muna because we have the Century Golem edition, and we are keen to try the combination of both.
Okay. Yun lang. Yun lang for
I
now.
think for now yun lang, but we're looking forward we could play a lot of my shelf of shame games. So yeah, so para makabili ulit tayo. Joke lang. Okay, so yeah, there you have it. Those are the games that we played on this month, and yeah, we're just sharing our thoughts about it. Let us know if what you think about this kind of format. Um,
If you have suggestions on topics because we're running out of topics,
yeah,
feel free
yeah.
to give us a message.
Ang hirap maging content creator. 1 month na nga lang kami nag-stream. Wala pa kaming maisip na topic. So yeah, we're not really streamers by heart. We just want to play games. We care for the community rin, and ayun.
Yan, oy. Lunar base, why not?
Oh yeah, Vines is giving us a copy of Lunar Base signed by his friend. Her friend from
Estonia.
Estonia. Okay, Lunar Base. I'm looking forward to that, Vines. Sana marami pa siyang games.
Good night na tayo.
Okay, thank you and good night. Yeah, sige, okay.
Back up na.
Para nagmamadali na siya. Oh, good night mga kayo, good night.
Okay, so Jesus at the Table is part of the Variable Play Network. So we have, as in Variable Play, we have different shows lined up for you for different
needs.
For different needs. So we have the Larong Atin for the designers of board games.
Yeah, if you are like
Ron,
seeking or you are
looking for inspiration.
Yeah.
Aspiring
to design games, follow Larong Atin. So, and they do have new releases of games that we have yet to try.
Yes, the 3 games they just released last Saturday.
Yeah.
So yeah, and of course we have the OG stream, the open game nights, usually on Thursdays, and the VPN news twice a month for
where we talk about new games or things that's happening in board games and board gaming.
Okay.
And crowdfunding.
Okay. And of course we have Dadeline from Monkey Place for how to place and the unboxing, of
Ay,
course.
gusto ko yung in-unbox niya ngayon. Explorers. Parang
it looks like
yun.
Parang Arnak.
Yeah.
Simple
gusto
version.
Gusto ko yun.
We have a resident Magic the Gathering expert. So that's Sunday Night Magic, of course, on Sundays. And what else?
We have
Sabados with Pintados for paintings of minis and the like. And
we have Cardboard Boss. May niluluto siyang episode ngayon.
Yes. So watch out for that. And the Solo Board Gamers, the SBPH, usually their stream is on Saturdays. And the dice, I forgot. Sorry, Mars. That's the D&D for held by the dice. What's that? Is that here? Yeah. So yun. So we have lots of shows in store for different folks. So just watch out for the streams within the week. And that's all, I think. That's for now.
Yep.
That's all for now, I mean.
That's all for now. Guys, thank you for dropping by.
Yes.
Sa mga nag-viewers, sa viewers namin. Thank you, Menes. Thank you, Benjo. Thank you, Luvin. Yeah, Kai, thank you. And for Gabi, Desky, thank you for dropping by. For Kenneth. And for Mark. Fred and Ian, and for Daniel Linden.
Yes.
And Jake, thank you. All right.
So I think that's all for now, and keep on playing.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Good night.
Nag-blur yung camera. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, we have to press the outro, right?
Okay.
Okay, so bye.
Bye.